Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back everybody, let's take a look again on the cryptocurrencies. So you can see that Bitcoin last week also had joined the overall markets. So your currency in gold in a recent rally, so it has exceeded the resistance level that we have suggested to see on the intraday chart. But after the few days of the euphoria, now is rising the logical question: what's going to happen next? I could understand why the euro currency shows so significant performance to the upside just because of the rising interest rates in the European Union, which has changed the balance between the interest rates with the United States, especially when the Fed announced just it should be approximately 2 more rate hikes. But it's interesting to see what's actually the holders of the Bitcoin are celebrating. So what the reasons for that? It's just because Bitcoin is not interest-bearing asset, so it generates no interest, passive interest. So we could be really happy with some suggestion that Fed probably will turn dovish sooner rather than later. But I could ask the reasonable question: what you gonna do with the coming borrowings from the United States Treasury in the amount of approximately $1.5 trillion till the end of 2023? And what are you going to do with the really Securities and Exchange Commission attack on the cryptocurrencies? So, and probably the same questions appearing in the minds of the investors, and that explains why the market actually stops right now across the board. And personally, I think that this current performance that we see probably has the temporal nature. So hardly will get a continuation just because of the fundamental background and overall environment that's not really very friendly to the Bitcoin. From the technical point of view, on the monthly chart that we see here, indeed, market keeps the bullish context because we have the trend which is bullish. So you can see here's minor consolidation after the solid rally, which could be explained by the struggling with the major resistance around 28-29 area. See really pivot point, this market actually calling around it. That's actually, by the way, very important moment. So because the market will fail to break through the yearly pivot point, start dropping, it means that it's going, maybe going to the yearly pivot support one. So it might be in strong downside action. But currently everything stands not actually bad. You can see that reversal month stands in place, it's bullish reversal. And from that standpoint, market keeps chances on a possible further action to the next target that we have specified. Here's no problem. At the same time, on the weekly chart, market is trying to start testing the vital area, and trend on the weekly chart is bearish. It means that the current retracement that we're watching for in the trading, it seems not over yet. So we need to see clear signs of the upward continuation before we could say that market indeed is going higher with this previous momentum, the previous trend. Currently, with this action, we still can't tell this by far. So maybe a bit later we will see something, but at this moment, we do not see any strong thrusting action on the intraday and daily charts as well. The one thing that we could say that's more or less positive here is that take a look that overall downside action is a bit choppy. We do not see something of this kind, and this is great. So this is tight downside drop, so you can see the ratio of the number of weeks in upward action and number of weeks in a downward action. So in fact, if here we mostly could say that was, well, just in a single week market has moved significantly higher. Here we have approximately 8-10 weeks where market has shown just a 30% pullback. So in general, this is well, we could say this is positive moment for the Bitcoin, and maybe it will be able to stay above this area. On a daily chart, we have here the first pullback. This has happened, as you remember, that we just have discussed. But at the same time, market still keeps the downside tendency. So we need to see some bullish reversal performance to suggest that the market actually is finished with the downward action and turns up. Currently, you could see reaction mostly on this strong support area that market actually is testing. So we talked about this conference support around 24 area. This market is testing, bouncing up, but more important, what will happen next. The upward bounce from the strong support is normal, but for us it's more important that market will not just show the bounce, but will continue upward action, reverse the situation, starts forming, for example, I do not know, some kind of the head and shoulders here, left shoulder, head, another shoulder, turning up. That's what could become the signal for us. But minor bounces when the market returns right back down, once bounce again and it's returned right back down, this is just indicates that bulls are not strong enough, and bears such as pressing. So until this tendency is valid, we can't say definitely that the downward action is over. I would say more that actually take a look. We have here two targets. It's the XOP 2344, and if you consider this large ABCD, you could see that the OP stands precisely at the same area. So we could get here as larger ABCD, some kind of the gutter is cheaper to buy. So, other words speaking, this target is not off the table yet. So we still could go on further, especially when the markets, well, starts understanding that nothing has changed yet. And the grabbing of the liquidity from the United States Treasury is just starting. So it's not time yet to celebrate. One thing that I would say as a positive is that BlackRock has made the offer, sending the bill to Securities and Exchange Commission trying to register ETF, Bitcoin ETF. As you know, the Fidelity, who was trying also to do this, this request had been denied. So maybe BlackRock will get also defeat on this attempt, but if they will succeed, that will be turning point for the Bitcoin market and in general for the cryptocurrency. Just because imagine that just 1% of the assets in the on BlackRock will be enough to buy whole cryptocurrency market. So it will be just well, it's like the informational bomb if there will be this offer will be approved by the Securities and Exchange Commission. So just keep an eye on this. This might be very important. But currently, it's just the offering has been said. So it's unclear what actually will happen. We will keep an eye on this situation. On the lower time frame, overall, but currently context stands in short-term bullish. We have good rally. Here we have bullish reversal swing. So you can see that this swing up is greater than this swing down. So from that standpoint, chances on a possible second leg of the upward action stands not bad. This market could show a bit more extended upward bounce. Nearest resistance will be around 27.15. And on the hourly chart, we could consider a few support areas where you could think about position taking. So it's very close to each other. One of them stands around 26. Next one is around 25.50, 25.60. There's two levels. So currently, I don't know whether we could talk about possible some kind of the hand and shoulders or something that's well, maybe you could treat it as a hand shoulders as well. So from that standpoint, this will be deeper retracement somewhere to the 25.7 to 26 area is more probable. So let's keep watching. As for bullish direction, as for downside direction, we need to signs. So bears need signs that overall rally is erasing and is failing. This market dropping below 25.50 area, so it might be the bearish signal, and this market could keep going lower. For the bulls, you just need to watch for support areas and consider possibly taking the long position, because if we are correct on the upward continuation in the short term, this market probably should hold this shape valid.